What's going on? It's time to talk about a holiday film. Yeah, Christmas is coming soon. Might as well talk about a forgotten holiday that happens in the beginning of February called Groundhog Day. This is a comedy. Groundhog Day, released by Columbia Pictures February 12th, 1993. And it stars Bill Murray and Andy McDowell. It was written by Danny Rubin, produced by Trevor Albert, and it was co-written, produced, and directed by Harold Ramis. Yeah, the guy behind Ghostbusters and all that fun stuff. He starred and directed Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and he's also done like Stripes, Caddyshack, and Year One, to name a few. Was at a box office earnings of $105 million. So it was a modest success when it came out. But a lot of people don't, I guess, didn't really see it in theaters. It was more like a rental hit. Yeah, and also this is the comedy that pretty much after they made this, Bill Murray and Harold Ramis basically fought throughout the whole production, apparently, and then they didn't talk for like 10 years before or so till Harold Ramis was illness got real bad and he didn't have much time left. So then they sort of made amends and everything. Yeah. So yeah, Groundhog Day. This is a story of a news anchor and his producer and one of the cameramen go and do their annual report on the Groundhog Day Festival in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I think that's what it was. And so they go there and they do their typical news report on it. And Groundhog Day is basically if a groundhog comes out and it sees its shadow. Um, I think it's an early spring, but if it doesn't, it's 6 more weeks of winter. It could be the other way around. I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, so they do this, and this one town does it. So they go and they do it. But then, as the night goes on, Bill Murray's character goes uh, to bed, and he wakes up and he finds it's the same day happening over again, and it goes repeats itself quite a bit. Yeah, and he can't seem to get out of it. And he's not sure how or how to get it across. And yeah, this is basically a rom com for the most part, but it's a good comedy. There's a lot of funny parts in it, and they try not to repeat the same joke over and over again. So they'll look at different aspects of the day and stuff like that to make it a little more interesting in that. And oh yeah, for half the film he wants to get with her, and then half of it he's like trying to kill himself, and then some scenes it's like yeah, he's a Bill Murray's character is like a stubborn person in this, and it takes a while for him to slowly change and become more of a caring person in that. And yeah, and eventually he slowly starts realizing like how he needs to change and stuff, and he goes through it, and you see it. And yeah, it's very good, heartwarming comedy that's a little underrated, and it's definitely a fun time. Now they don't really tell you like how or why it's happening, but like why he keeps waking up to the same day or anything. There's no scientific explanation or anything, but yeah, and it just abruptly ends. Like the thing, he wakes up one day and it just continues on. They continue on after, and yeah, I think this is more of like person's mindset, basically telling him how to change and stuff, and realizing that he needs to change over time. And this is just an interesting way of portraying that. That's what I think, anyways. But yeah, this is a good comedy, though. A lot of fun stuff, pretty entertaining. There's some cool, amusing, like little action things, and that, like they drive a car off a cliff and everything, and it's just a lot of fun. And there's a lot of good, heartwarming elements to it, and definitely a pretty good cast with a lot of good actors. And yeah, there's not much really of a dull moment to complain about. Um, yeah, it would be interesting to hear like why it happened or something like that. But for the most part, it's just a fun, heartwarming comedy that a lot of people seem to either forgot or have missed, and people should definitely check it out. I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's just a fun, heartwarming comedy, and definitely one of the um, rare times where I find like a movie that'd be really interesting and for some reason most people don't talk about. Groundhog Day, definitely check it out. I'm gonna give this film a 4.5 out of 5. It's definitely a lot of fun and a lot of interesting. Some people might not like the repetition of it, but definitely it's a cool concept and you don't really see comedies like this being made anymore. So definitely worth your time to check it out. And you can watch it at any time. You don't have to watch it in February or anything like that. But it's just a good comedy and definitely a lot of fun. There's a trail link down below, like always, and also link down below is always linked down below is my Instagram. I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually have the film title and hashtag and put the subgenre of film in the tag so you're aware of it. And also my Letterbox is linked down below too. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. And yeah, and that's at Derek P Reviews. And yeah, so follow me on one of those two to stay in the loop for what's coming up next on the channel. Like this video, share it so many people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. If you've seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, if you have any films that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. And yeah, make sure you subscribe because you never know I'm going to talk about X. I talk about a lot of different things. So yeah, but if you haven't seen Groundhog Day, definitely check it out. It's one of the really good comedies from like the early 90s and it's still a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for this one. So hopefully you don't wake up and live the same day over and over again. But just this is a little short, sweet review. So yeah, but I guess I'll see you all in the next one, which I'm gonna go back to a cheesy B movie franchise to check out one of those ones in the next one. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. So cheers.